Thank you for having us.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, the fun hasn't started yet. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Rhinebeck Scoop. I'm your host, Jennifer C. This radio show is produced by yours truly, Matty Rosenberg and Jennifer Hammoud at Radio Free Rhinecliff. Remember to check out our YouTube channel for full episodes. You can see all of us in action, see what we look like. Search on YouTube for Radio Free Rhinecliff and the playlist, The Rhinebeck Scoop. Now, you guys know my favorite thing to talk about is my boobs. And today we are talking about all boobs in Rhinebeck. To start off our show today, we have two badass women who are doing wonderful things for our community, including a must-go-to event called PinkFest, happening on October 8th. Joining us are Rhinebeck breast surgeon Dr. Lisa Curcio and Ellen Henneberry, manager of Foundation Events at Nuance Health. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
So good to be here.
Clap. For God's sake. Matty has no respect for the clap. So I'll clap for you. So excited to have you on. Okay. So now, before we start talking about PinkFest, I actually have a question for Dr. C over here. All right? You ready? So we never have anyone important or prestigious or actually who has a real job on this show. So it's exciting to have two professionals here, okay?
You jest.
I don't know about that. Matty, what do you think?
You're right.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to know, I've never asked a doctor this, and I'm dying to ask, are you that person when you make a reservation at a restaurant? Do you say, I'd like a reservation for two for Dr. Curcio?
Never.
Never? Why not?
I don't like to be pretentious like that. I just
God.
make it in my name.
Oh, my God. Now, have you made a reservation under her name? You saying, this is Dr. Curcio?
You know, Dr. Curcio is pretty down to earth. That's one of the things we love about her.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that down to earth. Matty, would you be that down to earth? If I went through med school or if I had a PhD, I'd be the person that calls a restaurant that would be like, excuse me, it's Dr. Ciata. not Miss Ciata, Dr. Ciata. So I would like to start talking about PinkFest. So please tell us all about it.
PinkFest is going to be super fun this year. You know, we're expanding it. Typically, we have our celebration in Foster's parking lot, and they've been so generous to donate that to us every year. This year, we're going to be at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds at the Welcome Center. So,
excuse me.
Beautiful, lots happening, something for everyone is what we really like to say.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The Tom Pretties will be playing.
Oh, I just found out about the Tom Pretties. Someone was wearing a shirt, and I was like, oh, what's that? And they told me. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
They played last year, and they were very popular.
Amazing. So tell me about when this happens. Now let's backtrack a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. So basically, for all of October, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the Village lights up pink, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so how does that work?
Our campaign is Light the Village Pink. This is our 5th year. All of the shops have lights in their windows, and some of the homeowners have regular light bulbs on their porches, and they're all pink.
The amazing thing is to have watched it grow. The first year I came here in 2020 was our first year with Light the Village Pink to bring breast cancer awareness and then to raise funds for our breast health program. And it was, a few lights in Rhinebeck, the village, and a few people at Foster's, and we lit the tree that was there. There was a little Christmas tree that actually we lit the first year, and now it's grown like on steroids. The community participation and the excitement around it is just so great to see because we're providing a service for the community and the community is very excited about it.
I'm excited about it. And so you guys really stepped up your game, Dutchess County Fairgrounds. Wow, that's going to be a lot of fun. So how many years have you been doing this?
This is our 5th year.
This is your 5th year. Wow, that's exciting. You guys must be really proud. So now I hear you have some cute slogans.
You know, we have a community partner, Dell's Creamery.
Oh, yeah.
And they have created an ice cream for us.
Ooh.
And one of the cute slogans is the name of the ice cream.
Okay.
Which was voted on by Northern Dutchess Hospital staff.
Nice.
And it is...
Check your cherries.
Check your cherries. Hey, Matty, have you checked your cherries lately?
Even men should do it. Men can get breast cancer too.
That's great. I love that. And the ice cream is going to be some type of cherry chocolate type of thing.
Vanilla with chocolate chips and cherry swirl.
Sounds amazing.
That sounds so
And
good.
every pint that's bought, 100% goes towards our breast surgery, breast health program.
Just a question for you, Dr. Curcio. Are you seeing, hopefully not, a rise in breast surgeries and cancer and things like that? Or...
So I would say the incidence is still somewhere around 1 in 8. It's probably been that for the past 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
But unfortunately, what we are seeing is younger women getting diagnosed with breast cancer. That is less than 40 years old. And the jury's still out what the actual cause of that is. There's lots of theories out there, delaying in childbearing, maybe prolonged periods of birth control. And then, of course, the obesity epidemic, because we do know that people that are overweight have a higher risk of cancer. So there's a lot of research right now trying to figure out causes so we can identify people at risk and screen them more carefully. This is obviously a population of women that isn't being screened with mammogram, because generally in the average risk woman, we don't start screening mammograms to the age of 40 unless they have family history, someone younger. We usually start 10 years younger than the earliest age of diagnosis. So if we can identify, if we know what risk factors are for these young women, we can identify, we can screen them more carefully. But right now, it's a little bit puzzling, but it's definitely been an upward trend for the past decade and a half.
Okay, that's really, really interesting. My mom had breast cancer twice, and my grandmother had it once. Mm-hmm. So I've definitely seen it in my family. I'm not biologically related to them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's definitely something that unfortunately is prevalent. And
Yes.
I'm glad you're raising awareness for it. So tell me, we have the Tom Pretties coming. What else for families can we look at?
We've got a pumpkin decorating booth.
Oh, fun.
There's other fun stuff for kids. Pink hair tinsel.
Nice.
Which was a fan favorite last year.
Oh, I'd be into
Everyone
it.
wanted pink tinsel in their hair.
Yeah, amazing.
Why wouldn't you want pink tinsel in your
Well,
hair?
you're wearing a feather boa. So.
That she is.
We should have added the tinsel today. That would have been fun too. Okay, so it'll be fun. So you'll have music, you'll have ice cream, you'll have hair tinsel. So it'll be a good time, right?
Absolutely. Kettle corn, cotton candy. There's 3 food trucks coming and selling food.
And then people can find out information about breast health awareness as well.
Right. On our website, newvanshealth.org/Light the Village Pink.
Is there anything else you would like to say?
Come out. I think come support this community event. Everybody's welcome. We ask that you leave your pets at home. They're not allowed on the Dutchess County Fairgrounds. But otherwise, just come out and have fun.
I think it's important for awareness because we do know that breast cancers that are found early, the cure rate's over 95%, especially if it's just found on a mammogram before you can feel it. And it's also an opportunity for us to acknowledge our survivors, to also acknowledge those that did not survive the disease, and to also acknowledge how far we've come in the treatment of breast cancer.
Thank you, ladies, so much. So I just want to remind everyone that, first of all, the date is October 8th, which is a Wednesday, I believe.
Yes, it is.
And the time,
5 to 8 p.m.
5 to 8 p.m. at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds, right? Which has plenty of parking.
And parking's free.
Oh, and parking's free, which is even more amazing. And we're going to put that in the show notes. You guys just click on it. It's super easy. You can find everything. So thank you so much, Dr. C and Ellen, for protecting all of our boobs in the Hudson Valley. Large or small, we appreciate all the attention you give them. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Matty, we just met the ladies from PinkFest, and they're amazing.
They are.
And everyone's going to go to PinkFest, right?
Probably.
Okay.
I would probably be more likely to go if it wasn't a Wednesday for my schedule. But
For your
that's okay.
and usually you're in the city and stuff like that. Yeah. So Mommy is gone today. I don't know where Mommy went, but she is gone.
She'll be back later.
Okay, of course she's missing this show. No shock there.
No, she loves the show.
Okay. Anyway, so we have some Boujee Banter to go through today, and that is, Matty. Mm-hmm. It's sad I have to say this, I think a second time, but no Sinterklaas this year.
It's very sad.
It's very sad. So what do you think?
Well, I don't understand. We've talked about this before. There's
Yeah.
plenty of people in Rhinebeck that have too much money.
Yeah.
I mean, am I saying something that you don't agree? You agree with that?
Well, here's the thing. I'm surprised that not only too much money, but I'm surprised there was no GoFundMe. I'm surprised there wasn't something taken up.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that that's always an option, but at the same time, I think they needed someone to step up.
I agree.
A couple of people. So, and I was just surprised that they didn't have that.
I agree. And it's a Rhinebeck tradition. It's a huge thing. It's iconic for Rhinebeck. So it's Rhinebeck staple, I guess I should say. And it's sad that we're missing it again for another year. So I'm hoping that in 2026, certain people who have a lot of money will step up and come to the plate. And I'm missing my polar bear kissing booth.
All of it.
Yeah.
Missing all of it.
Especially
the puppets.
Yeah, everything. So it's kind of sad, but hopefully someone will step up. I think now it's a little too late, quite frankly.
Probably this time.
Yeah, at this time, because we're going into October. But yeah, hopefully for 2026. It's just been a weird fucking 2025 for many reasons.
Many reasons.
Many reasons. And so, yeah, this just actually continues with it, unfortunately. And then I wanted to talk about, apparently, in our beautiful Hudson River, we have an algae bloom.
We do, and it's a harmful algae bloom as well.
It's harmful, yes. And I don't think you guys know this about me, but I am the algae bloom queen because I have a pond, and our pond guy comes out, I'm not even kidding, sometimes up to once a week, because we get so many algae blooms on our pond, like to the point he has said to us, he's like, I've never had a pond like this. We have no idea why your pond has so many algae blooms. And the problem with it is our cows drink out of the pond.
Oh.
And we have actually aerators in the pond. So when it's cold, the water doesn't freeze and they can drink out of it. And when we have an algae bloom like this, a dangerous one, we have to take the cows off the pond, and Craig has to fill the water tanks, and it turns into a whole thing. Sure. And it's a pain in the ass, and it's not that pleasant. And also, if we kept the cows on the pond, they could die. So we don't want to do that. So for those of you from the algae bloom queen, I will tell you that when it gets to really dark green and looks beautiful like oil, like paint, and especially if it starts turning to almost a blue, that's when you know.
Worst.
That's when it's the worst. Trust me, I know, because I've seen it a million times. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Sure, I've heard it's phosphorescent.
Yes, it's beautiful. I'll have to take a picture next time, but it's terrible. So I just want to say that I think it's good that, the mayor and everyone else is protecting the water and keep testing it, and that's great. But yeah, you can't, you got to be careful because that stuff is super dangerous.
Yeah, apparently we're lucky that this particular strain of this hazardous slime
yeah, that's what it
is able to be treated by the water treatment plant. But they don't know in the future if that'll be the case. So
sounds like my pond.
Well, yeah, the only difference is if your pond got unusable, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I mean, it would be bad, but you have an option, and it's much more difficult when the entire community of Rhinebeck predominantly depends on it for their drinking water.
Are you saying my cows aren't important?
Not as important as the drinking water.
Yeah, I agree. No, it trust me, it's a pain in the butt. And I read in the article that they said this might happen more and more. And if it does, that's going to be very interesting. So, we're facing these things now that in our lifetime we talked about facing clean water and all sorts of things by the way, an affluent community.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's actually 100,000 people that get their water from the Hudson.
Something fun that happened this week, Matty, is I was on a Hudson Valley podcast.
Oh, I heard about this, but I don't know any details.
Yeah, I was a guest on a new podcast called Hudson Valley Unleashed, and that is with Chef Josh Kroner of Terrapin and DJ Dave Leonard and Jacob Hutchins, who I have no idea what the guy does. He never explained it to me. Do you know?
No, I just know the name. Don't know him.
Yeah, I don't know him. He's a really nice guy, but a really funny guy, but I have no idea what he does for a living. So, yeah, everything went really well. It was really fun. Of course, I brought it down to a level that it didn't need to go. And I don't even know if they're going to air the episode. They may not, because it got really unleashed. But when I went in there, I was like, if this is unleashed, let's be unleashed.
I bet they're going to air it.
I think they're going to air it. Jen went as my babysitter to make sure I did not disgrace the Radio Free Rhinecliff name.
There you are. I'm glad that she was there as your chaperone.
She was my chaperone. She made me keep it together. But it was a really good experience. It's a great podcast. I've listened to several episodes now, and they're doing an amazing job. It's right in, I don't know whose house I was at. I think I was at Josh's or Jacob's. I actually think it was Jacob's. And it was a beautiful kitchen, and they sit there and they record the whole thing, and it's very professionally done. So good on them.
Cool.
And everyone should listen to Hudson Valley Unleashed. And then, okay, so here's the thing, too, is Josh, who owns Terrapin and is the head chef at Terrapin.
I've met him.
Okay, I've asked him on air.
Uh-oh, I know where this is going.
Where do you think it's going?
You're going to talk about seed oils now or something.
I did touch on that,
Okay.
but I've asked him for something else. I asked him to work in the back with his chefs so I could practice Spanish,
Oh.
and he fucking turned me down.
Well, he actually has a business to run. Doesn't need you wandering around the kitchen, tripping over things.
And
First of all, you don't cook at all, so you'll just get in the way.
but I felt that was prejudice against people who don't cook.
Well, you probably, they probably are going to be using mostly kitchen Spanish. They don't have time to practice travel Spanish with you. So,
I'm good with any Spanish.
but what will you do with all the terms for like frying or turning up the heat or anything that's related to a cuisine?
Okay, but I've worked in restaurants before, and on the downtimes, they talk amongst themselves. So I can pick that up, and I can talk to them. And I think I'd be really good in the kitchen there. Yeah. So I want everyone to go into Terrapin, ask for Josh, and demand that he gives me a job in the kitchen where I can practice Spanish.
And not cook.
And not cook. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfectly
Why would I
reasonable.
cook?
I mean, there's no reason you'd be in a kitchen that you'd want to cook.
Yeah, I think I'm just there to look cute and speak Spanish and hear it, and that's it.
You're listening to the Rhinebeck Scoop.
Give us 5 stars and tell a bougie friend.
Give us 5 stars and tell a bougie's. Give us 5 stars and tell a bougie's.
We're going to keep this.
Sorry.
We're going to keep this.
Just because you're doing stuff. You're
Sorry,
distracting me.
sorry.
Give us 5 stars and tell a bougie friend.
Okay, you got to do that again. This is the 4th take, motherfucker.
What was I supposed to say?
Okay, give us 5 stars and tell a bougie friend.
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay. Give us 5 stars and tell a bougie friend.
Good job, Matty. Oh my God, that was amazing.
6 takes. Yep.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay, so I wanted to do a little segment today with you. It's called What I Spend Money On. And this is all about, I spend the money on this. I have no problem spending as much money as I want, an extravagant amount, but other people find it ridiculous. Like if you talk to the person next to you, they're like, that's ridiculous. You spend that much money on that. So what's yours?
Oh, I'm going first?
Yeah.
I'm pretty frugal, actually. I don't spend enormous sums on a lot of things. I do find myself going down eBay traps. And
What are eBay traps?
I would say eBay rabbit holes. So
That's an Alice in Wonderland.
yeah,
Yes.
basically. There are things I like and I collect. Vintage locks, vintage other things, vintage denim, all sorts of vintage things, which I will spend too much money on.
Okay, I was looking more for like vintage sex toys, vintage handcuffs, stuff like that.
I do have vintage handcuffs, but
course
that's
you
part of
do.
my lock collection. So it's very, very old Smith & Wesson handcuffs.
Do you know what I've learned from this? You are a dirty motherfucker. Because you have all these locks. You have some weird vintage handcuffs. You're the dirtiest
that what it is?
MFer at Radio Free Rhinecliff.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew that about you.
That
I had
you
that
figured
hunch.
it out.
I figured it out. Okay, cool. Well, let's talk about me. Okay, so here's my big thing I spend money on. And I don't fly you guys a lot. So it's not like I'm flying twice a week or once a week or twice a month or anything like that. But when I fly, I have to fly business class.
Oh, okay.
I'm one of those assholes. Because I cannot stand being, even though I'm small, I can't stand being squished in. I can't stand smelling all those people, smelling the bathroom. I absolutely, that drives me insane. So I have to have, and then like you're fighting for space overhead and the whole thing. I cannot do that. So I have to have my business class seat. I don't care how much it costs. It's gonna happen. Yeah.
I mean, that seems reasonable. For me, I would never spend money on that. It wouldn't matter to me. I mean, I take the subway all the time. I don't mind being squished next to people. I'm not claustrophobic at all.
I'm not claustrophobic. oh, it's so gross. Like being that close, breathing in that person's space. And then especially on the subway in the winter when they would suck down the snot.
Everything is disgusting, but if you get used to it, then it just becomes everything.
It becomes white noise. Yeah, I couldn't handle that. Yeah, so I have to have my little business class seat. Makes me feel better, makes me feel important. I'm on the plane first. And that's the thing I spend money on. And I know it's a waste of money. I'm well aware, but it makes me feel better.
You should do whatever makes you happy.
Exactly. Okay. I agree. All right. So I want to talk about my suite of the moment. Oh, you're going to love this. I talked about this on the new Hudson Valley podcast.
Okay.
And
did you call it the suite of the moment on that show?
no, I didn't. But I was just, it happened that
you
day.
trademarked it here.
Yeah. No, I would never do that. But the suite of the moment is in Tops, in aisle 2, in the natural frozen section. Mm-hmm. I had a man come up to me.
Oh.
Very nice man. And I wasn't wearing my wedding rings that day. Mm-hmm. And he told me that between Rhinebeck to Red Hook, I am the most beautiful woman he's ever seen, including all the years he's lived here.
Wow.
I know.
Amazing.
You look shocked. Why are you shocked?
I'm sure it's accurate.
Anyway.
I was thinking of snarky jokes, but I'm not going to say
Go ahead and say a snarky joke. Get it on your system.
Do you think he didn't have his eyeglasses with him or something?
Yeah, I knew that was coming out. Yeah. No, I think he saw perfectly.
That
and
you're perfect.
that I'm perfect.
That's what I thought.
And yeah, I was very excited about that. I told him it made my day. He also said he would have invited me to a polo match if the polo season hadn't ended.
Wow.
Yeah. So
amazing.
That was...
No, that's great.
Yeah. So I feel really good about myself. And that's my suite of the moment.
Amazing. Did you look... Here's what I want to know, because we have another show we're planning that I've been planning for like 2 years.
Okay.
And it involves... This is one of the questions in the show. Did you look at his shopping cart to see what he was buying to make a judgment on what type of person he was?
That's a really good question. He didn't have a shopping cart. He had the things in his hand, and I couldn't tell what he was buying.
Oh, okay. Because that would be important to me. I'd want to know, like, was he carrying seed oils? I mean, you could dismiss...
That's a good point.
You could dismiss his comments, or you could reinforce them. Like, maybe he had, like, amazing extra virgin olive oil in his hand or something that would make you feel... Or beef tallow or something.
I don't know. I don't know what he had. I was just concentrating on his words, and I'm still talking about it. So that's a really big deal for me.
I can see.
That's going to take me into next month. Possibly November.
We'll get somebody to visit you at the supermarket.
Yeah, absolutely. So see, this is why I go to Tops and not Adams. So I just want to say that.
You never would get that comment at Adams?
I don't think so.
Oh, because maybe there's other women in Kingston and it's a bigger geography.
Yeah, exactly. And there's younger. And so I think my demographic is...
Yeah. You don't want to go to Tivoli. You'll be competing with all the Bard students.
Yeah. My demographic is aisle 2, frozen food section. Perfect. Okay, now my sour of the moment. This one I'm going to try to... discuss very quickly, but it's something that's really close to my heart, and it's something that makes me sad, and I did not want this prediction to come true. So, okay, this is about to get real dark here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
should I zoom in on you now?
Sure. Please, zoom in. This is my serious moment, people. Zoom in.
Okay. We're zoomed.
Okay. So, when Putin invaded... See, you didn't think I was going to go there, right?
Nope. Okay. Well, there's no way I was going to go. It could be anything from anything.
When Putin invaded even more Ukraine in 2022.
Sure.
And for years before that, especially when he started in 2014 and even with Georgia, I had said that he's going to go after Estonia next. And everyone laughed at me. And everyone said, no, it's NATO territory. He'll never go after that. And everyone was looking at Poland, by the way, which is NATO territory as well. And I said, no, he's going after Estonia next. And I know it because I know the area. I've lived there. I know the whole thing. And unfortunately, several days ago, if you've heard this, that Putin went in to Estonian airspace, and this is their 5th violation against Estonia. Mm-hmm. And Estonia called for a consult with NATO, which is good. And I just feel so badly for this small country that I feel like, probably feels so alone right now, even though they are backed by NATO. I did not want this prediction to be true, but I'm going to explain why it's true. Okay. First of all, Estonia has a huge ethnic Russian or Russian-speaking population who are dual citizens. They're both Russians and Estonians. They live on the eastern side of Estonia, especially in the northeast. And if you go to the northeast of Estonia, which borders Russia, they speak only Russian. The street signs are in Russian. The big city there is called Narva. You're going to start hearing about this. This is my next prediction. You're going to start hearing about Narva, Estonia more and more and more. And here's why. The castle in Narva, Estonia has both flags, the Estonian flag and the Russian flag, which is pretty shocking for Estonia. Mm-hmm. And also, Narva has, I think it's the only pedestrian bridge left that goes to Russia. So I have actually sat on a hill watching this bridge in the morning, and you can see the Russians come over to Estonia and work, and then in the afternoon they come back. So in Putin's mind, this is the perfect entry point, which I always knew because that's what he says about Crimea. That's what he says about eastern parts of Ukraine is, well, I'm protecting the ethnic Russians and it's Russian because all these, Russian people live here. I knew he was going to use the same excuse with Estonia. Plus, Estonia has that location right on the Baltic Sea. God forbid something escalates that NATO protects Estonia. I'm telling you, if he moves into Estonia, I'll give you my prediction now, he's going to go after Latvia next because part of Russia, Kaliningrad, is between Poland and Lithuania. He has that part, so he has it bordered on both sides, so then he'll go into Lithuania and then he'll go into Poland. That's my guess. And then he'll keep going. So I really hope that doesn't happen, and I give my love to the Estonians. I don't know if we have any Estonians here or who listen, but ma armastan sind, which means I love you. My little rhinos, remember to shop right here at the Epicurean for all your upscale grocery and gift-giving needs. You can leave me a voicemail at 845-307-7446 or email me at comments@radiofreerhineclef.org and follow me at Free Spirit Jennifer C because I post about this show and other fun middle-aged stuff. What? Why do you laugh at that?
Just laughing.
Until next time, happy Yom Kippur and Indigenous Peoples Day or Columbus Day weekend, whatever you celebrate. Love you, RBK.
Love you, RBK.
Yeah.